who better to talk about something? I can't talk about rape because I was never raped. I cannot talk about anything else than what I've been through for it to be effective. So I've been through domestic violence, not once, not twice, but, and I know persons would say, so how come she'd been in, cycles of abuse? But sometimes it's because we didn't heal first before we jump into another relationship. So, of course. And I want to let you know, man, that y'all are not alone. And that's why I decided to just focus on that. Because as I said, my ministry is not just to go in the four corners of the church and jump around, like, what I'm saying? I don't, that's not my ministry. My ministry is to go out in the highways and motivate women and men who has been there, been through domestic violence. And domestic violence is not always, it starts out verbal and then it becomes physical. So, but sometimes we see the signs and we're still hoping for the better or hoping for the best, or, oh, he's just jealous, or she's just jealous, she'll change over time. No, that's how it starts out. Because when I went through my situation, I saw the signs, but I ignored it. He was my first relationship, of course, first sexual partner. So I didn't want anyone to know about me. So I sit in that abuse until I lost my child. It was a very devastating time for me, very sad time for me. And for years, I had that fear in me. Like I was scared to love. I was scared to even, I did not believe what a man would tell me, because I'm like, he's gonna do the same thing. But there was always a wall, you know what I'm saying? But until you break that wall down, it's gonna be hard. So just, it's okay to be alone for a while. And sometimes we, as especially Caribbean, we thinking that when a man is aggressive, it turns you on. Like if they're too soft, or if they're too, we would call them punk or soft. No, I don't know what it is, but when a man especially start to call you dirty names and degrade you and insult you and make you feel like you're nobody, and what I'm saying, it's time to leave, man. It's time to leave, because you see, words hurt and it cuts like a knife. Because if you as a man who's supposed to be the head of the house start to disrespect the woman in your house or the woman in your life, she's going to retaliate and she's going to lash back. Not really physical, because most of the time women don't lash back physically most of the time. Some women do, but majority of women, we lash back with our words. So respect goes where respect comes from. So what my aim is right now is to go into different countries, different islands, and just shed light and bring abuse to light, because it's been plaguing our women, men too. But men, they're afraid to talk because of their macho. I don't know what it is, but I think if men come out and speak against it, it will be more effective, honestly. Because a lot of us, a lot of men, again, they're afraid to talk, and there are a lot of men who in the situation. All right, as I said, men's supposed to be the head of the house. So if you disrespect your helpmate, which is the woman in your life, all right, because you're supposed to be the head and the woman's supposed to be your helpmate. If you're going to disgrace or abuse your helpmate, then what do you think is going to happen? The house is going to tear apart, because the helpmate is not going to sit there and have you tearing her down. She's going to lash back with her words. All right, so respect goes where respect comes from. And my aim is to go out in different country, different island, and to shed light. Too many women lost their lives, and pastors, churches, open your doors. A lot of y'all, all y'all do is sit there and you just ignore these kind of situation. I remember a few years ago, there's this girl, she was going through abuse with her significant other, and she called the pastor, and the pastor says, tell her to leave me a message. I don't, come on, pastors, man. We have to go through 1 million people. I'm exaggerating to get to you. You know what I'm saying? So when the victim, she called the pastor, maybe for prayer or for some encouragement or to talk to the abuser, he was not available. She called, leave a message, we call her back. Some of y'all are too busy. You understand what I'm saying? And about a week later, on our page is rest in peace. Maybe if you were there to even shed light, even to encourage her, talk to the abuser, she would be alive today. All right? So I just want to let y'all know, man, that you are not alone. And I don't know, lately it's just dawned on me like, Sherelle, this is your calling. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to, these women need to come out. These men need to come out and talk and speak. And domestic violence doesn't have to be with a sexual partner. It could be from a family. It could be from friends. It could be from co-workers. It could be from churches. It could be from your church members. It could be, come on. All right? I'm not saying relationship is a bed of roses. It's not. You have good times, you have bad times. Too depends on how bad it is. Because no relationship is perfect. So don't just get up and walk away. No, I'm not saying that. But when it becomes physical, and sometimes I'm not saying that they can't change, because sometimes it's what they see growing up as a child and they're thinking it's normal. All right? So if they're open for the change, they can change. But are you going to stick around for the change? All right? Sometimes you have to separate yourself and allow that person to see themselves, you know. But when they you know, when the abusers are accusing the victims, oh, it's your fault. If it wasn't you, I would not have said that. Or, you know what I'm saying, they start to blame you. You know, that's the wrong, that's wrong right there. You know that person is not open for the change. But when they could sit there and say, so and so, I'm wrong, I'm going through this, blah, 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 then you can understand, you know what, maybe there's a little room for change, you know. But again, I am here for you, and for years I got the vision. This is your calling. So I want to do motivational speaking along with my singing. I want to do motivational speaking. So for those of you who would love a motivational speaker at your event or at the schools, or to speak to the young people, all right, I am here. You could just send an email to my director, all right, and the email is innerscars@yahoo.com, INNERSCARS, innerscars@yahoo.com, and just send us an email and then tell us your events and what you want me to do. And then again, that's what my mission is to shed light and to bring abuse to light. It's been shoved under the rug in the island, especially. And I just want to be the voice for the voiceless, for those who are scared to speak out. Because sometimes when we are victims and we're hurting and we keep it inside, we tend to lash out. We tend to lash out because we didn't speak out. And you have to speak out. For you to heal, you have to speak out. So I'm having an event October 3rd, 3190 West Commercial Boulevard in Tamarack, Florida. And a lot of persons are flying in for it. So I'd love for you to be a part. If you would like to share your story, come on out. It's child abuse, domestic violence, all the abuse you could think of. Come on out and be a part. And it's also my book release entitled Abused Under His Charm. I'm ready to take this to the next level, because God gave me that testimony to spread all over the globe. And that's what I'm going to do. And no powers of darkness can stop me this time. No evil shall befall me, and no plague shall come nigh my dwelling place, because he's going to give his angel charge over me to keep me in all his ways if I acknowledge him. And I acknowledge him, and I'm going to continue to acknowledge him, that he is God. He is God and the only God. Another thing I want to talk about, being submissive is one thing, but being control is the other. Because a lot of y'all mistake submissive for control. All right. As I said, is not what you say, is how you say it. All right. Because when you're constantly called names and degraded by the person who you're making love to at night, it just leaves your skin crawl. I don't know about y'all, but whenever time you're in bed with your significant other, you know last night he called you dirty names, and then to sleep with him the next morning or the next night, or it's just, there's no way you'll ever feel that, you know, it's just, it feels like a chore. I don't know about y'all, but there's no way. And guys, I want y'all to listen to this. When you call your queens dirty names, it's vice versa. Because sometimes some ladies, the man didn't get an erection because why? And y'all thinking that the man is impotent. No, he's not. It's because he's not turned on by you because of the name calling or because of, you know, our attitude. All right. Okay. So we have to change that. All right. If things are not working out, walk away. Because yes, sex is a big thing in a relationship. So all of y'all who say sex is not everything, yes, it is. It's, you know, it is a big thing in a relationship. All right. Not saying no, you know, that if the man becomes impotent, y'all gonna run and gone. I'm not telling y'all to do that. But I'm just saying it's a big thing in a relationship. So, and you see mental abuse, it's even worse than physical because the mental scar stays for a while. So when you call your woman, say for instance, oh, your private area, I'm not going to say it that raw. Yeah, this and that, and they start to cuss about your private area, and then the next morning they want to make love to that same private area. So when you call that woman that derogatory name, right, and then you turn around and want to have sex with that person, then what are you? Some of y'all are too impulsive and don't think before no talk. So I don't know, but I've been there where they would say things to me, and then when it's time for me to make love, it's like me I kiss my teeth, not even knowing that I'm kissing my teeth. My skin crawl, me dry like parched corn. No wetness at all is not there because guess what? I am not turned on by you. So a lot of y'all men and women out there that thinking that who's thinking, oh, she dry or the man impotent. It's not that. It's because we are not turned on or they are not turned on by you because of that attitude. You understand? So it is so beautiful when you're making love to that man or that woman that just respect you and just love you and just there for you. When you're making love to that person, it's like you're climbing the walls of Jericho, right? It's so nice and sweet. It's like, oh my God, I was sweet, sir, right? But the moment they start to argue with every minute, and it's a turn off. I don't know what you, but I hate a man that back and forth with a woman. Man supposed to be men. But when you're not back and forth with woman, yes, the woman say A, you say B, the woman say C, you say D. As a man, walk away and be like, listen, although sometimes some women don't allow the man to walk away. The man walk away and you're behind the man, behind the man. Let me tell you something. And I say this before. Every man is capable. They'll hit you. Every one of them. But you have some man who is just abusive, period. When I said that, meaning that if you put your hands on a man, slap the man in them face, is immediate reaction. Sometimes you not even know. But because your lick man is so hot, it blind him. So him take him just go like this, blow and box you and bust your mouth, right? Then there comes like, oh, he's abusive. The man there, a dirty man, him abuse. No, it's because you put your hands on that man first. So we have to be fair. You cannot put your hands on a man, fling big lick on the man, slap him in the face, bust him out, and expect his immediate reaction is to lash back and defend himself. All right. So, and I realize that if two persons are arguing or fighting and the police is called, trust me, sometimes it's a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's a woman. I never put my hand on a man before. Never literally put my hands on a man before. Yes, if they come at me, my words, yes, because that's my defense. You understand? But to pick my hand up and lick a man. I've never done that. All right. So we have to just be careful in everything when it comes to relationship. Again, relationship is not a bed of rose. You have good times and bad times too. But I don't know about y'all, man, but whenever time I'm going through abuse in my relationship, the sex is whack. Sometimes we fake it. Sometimes we moan and groan. Oh, it feels good. Yeah, baby. We're lying. We are lying, okay? When you're in an abusive relationship, you did moan and groan. We're not feeling anything, okay? We can't wait for you to just get up, pull your pants up, and go out the door. That's the best feelings for us. When you walk through that door and we're like, oh my God, I wish it would just stay gone. You know what I mean? So guys, you don't want that to happen in your relationship. You have a nice woman, man. Respect the lady. You have a beautiful girl. You have a beautiful wife. Cook, wash, clean. Give you every position there is. And you still come home and you treat her like a dog. And the other hand too, the woman treat the man like a dog. You understand me? You see me? I'm a very loving person. I'm very caring and loving. But the moment you just don't appreciate it and you just start to, because some people take your kindness for weakness. And because they know that you're kind, oh my God, all hell break loose. I don't know. It's like men love bad treatment. When you so nice to them and you treat them well, they leave you, go out on the road, pick up some girl, wouldn't even wash a shirt for them. You understand me? Why break up your happy home? There's nothing out there. There's nothing out there. I remember this lady called me. She's a pastor's wife. And she says, my husband was dating a girl in the church, got her pregnant, and still on the pulpit. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of women in church are going through it too. But you're hiding it. A lot of churches need to speak out on this. When it comes to some like domestic abuse or any form of abuse, you should open your church door. A lot of y'all don't want to open your church door. You know why? Because y'all are abusers yourselves. All right. So I would love to see more churches speak against it. Just talk to the young people, listen, man. But the first thing y'all do, if the young people them get pregnant, you dash them out of the church and you just forsake them and you don't know why that young girl is, you know, why she's like that or why she's promiscuous. Is because we don't listen to our children. And a lot of y'all don't listen to your children because the man is the breadwinner and you don't care what your daughter say. Oh, I don't care what this and say. Listen to your children. Although you have some children rebellious, but listen to your children. If your child is telling you, mommy, he touched me here, or that man that you bring in the house, man, or just bringing a man in our house and a little girl pitting them. And then when they tell you that they're touching them, you're not believing it. So what I would do, I would set up a camera. Because I am going to know what's going on. All right? I'm going to know. So a lot of y'all out there, you let finance get in the way of y'all of these things, of abuse, you know, to children. And a lot of these girls just get raped as a young girl. So when they grow older, they become promiscuous. And they think that's all because nobody listens. You understand? So domestic violence is a common crime, which often hides in plain sight behind makeup, excuses, cover up in silence. But Aishua Rose Green is the voice for those who are scared to speak out. I love you guys. You are stronger than you think. You are. You are beautiful. Look in the mirror every morning and remind yourselves how beautiful you are. You are indeed a wonderful person. If no one tells you that, tell yourself that. Look in the mirror and talk back at yourself and say, I am wonderfully made, beautifully made, blessed by the hands of God. And I, call your name, can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You are strong. You are. You are. The tears you cried at night ain't worth it. The bruises around your eyes ain't worth it. Pick up a copy of this book on Amazon, Abused Under His Charm.